It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams under the lights on Monday night.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years. And right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now Carr. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate. You've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well, and they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing all...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so, and that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
It'll go as a gain of 4 at its 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On 2nd down, Kamara looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Here's Lou Hedley now. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one, the man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Short throw, it's Higbee. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To the air again, Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action. Stafford. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They run. It's Williams. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the Saints will have the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry. 52 yards. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in L.A. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now 2nd and 5 as they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Williams. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st down, Stafford here.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off of play action, here's Stafford. That is caught, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and 4.
Now Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Lou Headley on now to punt the football.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's Stafford now on second down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Carr going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Carr now on first down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Carr.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now Carr again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson
From 6 yards away.
and the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is cut complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. You ready to roll? Let's go. Let's go.
Stafford on 1st down.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Stafford.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That is incomplete.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Stafford now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At about the 32. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Carr now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Again, it's Kamara. Broken tackle. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
To throw his Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. That feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Kamara going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Kamara trying again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
So after the field goal, back out his groupie to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Throwing is Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. Fights through, and now a crease.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Los Angeles.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This a 2nd and 8. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The busy night continues for Williams.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here's Stafford now on second down.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
56 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
To throw is Stafford. Caught on the slant. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Williams again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's a done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Completes it to Perry.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Stafford on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now 1st and goal.
Now Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A busy night continues for Kamara.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
To throw, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Now it's Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Now Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They give it to Williams running right. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Do your thing. It's about that time. Let's do this, man.
Here's second down.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
So time for Carr and the Saints.
Down 20-17, 33 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Carr. It's complete. Kamara. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. Throw out wide is incomplete. Here comes second down. Now Carr. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
So Carr departs, and on is Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal.
This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, the yards count either way.
Quick throw to Olave.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Carr. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Again, it's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Carr.
Olave holds it in.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On play action, now Carr.
That is caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A give to Kamara running right. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. A good pickup there, a 22. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
82 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, it's Stafford. And incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great game partner, a spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.